Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are here for Reincarnated as a Slime, episode 10. So I guess I'm binging a bit today. I'm trying to get really far ahead, so I might be watching 2 episodes of this today, so that way I can be ahead for next week as well, which is a busy week for me. If you've watched some of my other videos, I've been talking about it here and there. I've basically watched like 2 weeks of videos in one day. Tonight I'll have watched 3 videos and then have to edit all 3 videos, so I've been doing a lot of stuff. Anyway, let's talk about episode 9 really fast because I do just want to hop into this episode. It's also getting really hot in my room, so I want to get these recordings done so I can turn my air conditioner on. It's too loud to keep going while I'm editing, or while I'm watching. Anyway, so last episode was episode 9. We were introduced to the ogres. We had a bit of a fight against them, which was pretty cool. We got Rim showing off his abilities, or their abilities, because he's genderless, but I'm gonna say his because it's just easier that way for me. And we found out he was genderless. I believe that was that episode, right? Or was that episode 8? No, I'm pretty sure that was episode 9. But now the ogres are going back to the village, and they also don't have names, which I realized they had slightly different forms in the outro, because, you know, I watched those already, or maybe it was the intro, but spoilers. I kind of wish I didn't see it, but I'm guessing that's their named forms, is their more human-like form that they have. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say, if they join Rim right away, or if they're just gonna be, like, friendly for now and they'll join Rim in the future. I have no idea. But yeah, and we still have, Gelmid out there, who we saw a couple episodes ago doing some weird stuff with orcs. I'm wondering if he was the cause of the ogres, like, destruction or whatever happened to them, so interesting. But yeah, let's just hop right into the episode, shall we? Alrighty, so we are gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, it is the intro that they have like a more human kind of form. I wonder if that's all of them, though. I guess I'm already... Well, no, I guess I won't look. That's just further spoils. Like, there's a few of them that I noticed were in there, and then there's a few of them that I noticed weren't. In, like, the lineup of people joining Rem, not the, like, the enemies they fight. Because I know there's more for the people they fight, but... I almost thought the song was supposed to go a different route there, but I guess I just don't know the song good enough again, because it sounds the same for the most part. Do 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 do. Oh, they don't seem to like the ogres, maybe? Or they want to see what their lord thinks of the taste. That must be what it is. Yep. Is he gonna freak out and say it's good? Okay. So it didn't go the way I thought. The previous episode, I thought they might have to try to find cooks. But... seems not. It's kind of loud. Lowered it 1 notch. They're feasting. Where are the ogres? Oh, they're off. Oh, well, they're not alone. Okay, never mind. Orcs attack the ogres. Apparently, that seems like a different thing. So are orcs the pigmen then? Because that's a lot different than how orcs normally are. Okay. Oh, flashback, cool. I wanted to see what happened. I was hoping we saw this last episode, but they never showed it. So they are like orcs are pig people, I guess. Hmm. I'm guessing it's Gelmid, I assume. Oh, jeez. Oh. Well, that's not Gelmid. That's someone else, I suppose. Maybe it's someone working with Gelmid in a way. Hmm. That's right. We learned one of those other episodes that there was multiple demon lords. Damn. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Cool. So did she help with the cooking then? Maybe that's why the food was good. Maybe I was right. They did find a cook. Ooh. Is this how they're gonna join him? I like how the guy with like that black hair design is always the type of character that's like brooding in the shadows, I feel like. Hmm. Yep, and they might come for them next. Yeah. I kind of miss Rim in his slime form more often, but he seems to be like human form more often. But I understand that since he used to be human, you know? I actually want to stretch my legs out a little bit. Oh, they're cracking. My legs are cracking. Sorry. The brooding guy. He is the prince. Hmm. Is he just angry about his people reliving it through the story, or is he angry because he has to join them? He's in slime form! So maybe he won't name him right away? Or maybe he'll name him and you can still break off after you've named him? I'm not sure. But I guess it's temporary for now, unless they end up liking like Rim and them. Yeah. Back to human form. Well, is he gonna name him? Nice. Cool. Hmm. Huh. I wonder if because they're a bigger monster, it's gonna take more out of them. Well, it makes them stronger, so he's probably really for it. He's so tiny compared to them. Oh. Did he even attempt to name one of them and pass out? Oh god, the fan service. Oh, did it work? Wait, what? Did we just not hear the names? Apparently he managed Benimaru. So did he fall asleep when he named him in his head? Kijin. Hmm. Shuna. Probably not gonna remember all these names. Shion. He didn't change much. Huh. Yeah, I guess his horns are a little smaller too. He didn't change much. Slightly lighter skin, it seems, and a cleaner horn. I think that's like all that changed. Yeah. What does he look like now? I feel like he's gonna be a lot different. Oh, a bit different. What a relief. Uh-oh. Oh, they're already here! Oh wait, is this another part of the world? That is a lot. What are those guys? They're lizard folk. Lake Sis. Ah, so this is where the Lizardmen are from. They're gonna report back. Yeah. Oh, jeez. $200,000. Jesus. They only have 100,000. I wonder if Rim will manage to help. Or if they're just screwed. That's true. That's a lot of food. Yep. I wonder if they're stronger or weaker than the ogres. The Orc Lord. Scary. It's probably true. I wonder if that's the one that was named by Gelmid. But we also saw a different guy's face for like the Orc army, so I don't know. Or a different mask anyway. Ooh. Maybe they are gonna go ask Grim for help. That's probably what's gonna happen. Oh, Gelmid. He was named by Gelmid? Hmm. Badass old men in anime. Always. Getting the butts kicked. So I wonder if... Oh, they're talking about the Orc Lord now. I wonder if someone named by Gelmid is going to come ask for help from Rim, ordered by his father, who seems to not have attachments. But that's going to get Rim on the path of Gelmid, in a sense. But then I wonder if Gelmid has anything to do with the Orcs. like all tied in a big web of chaos. Oh, it's Gelman. Oh, he offered to name them. Interesting. So he named an orc that was going to be part of the orc disaster, which I assume. Oh, jeez. Okay, I'm going to talk about this later. It's too long to go into. I'll talk about it in discussion, so check that out if you want to hear it. Ranga. Oh, that guy's name. Never mind, I see. I was looking at Ranga when he said that. Oh. Yeah, I want to know when Rim heard it. Ah, okay, that's when it was. Yeah. Okay, I knew I remembered hearing it earlier, but I never remembered when. An officer in the Demon Lord's army. Yep, so it seems like they're coming to him. Maybe. Or they're going somewhere else and passing near Rim. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh, here's the Lizardmen. Hmm. This guy seems like he's gonna be trouble a bit. Oh, jeez. These guys are gonna give him confidence in himself. Oh god, yep, they can give him confidence, I said it. Just put the light. This guy seems like a bit of a weirdo. Some smoke came out of his nose. Can they breathe a little bit of fire? Or was that just an effect thing? Mmm, theories. That's the end? Okay. Interesting. Do 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 do. Yeah, I think I'll be watching one more episode tonight, and then I'm at least gonna edit two. I don't know if I'm gonna edit the third. I'm gonna see how I feel after I edit the two, just because it's getting kind of late. Alrighty. Alright guys, so that is the end of episode 10 of Reincarnated as a Slime. It's a pretty good episode. Definitely building up to this big orc conflict, I believe, that's coming in. And so we now know that the orcs... I had my suspicions, but it's now confirmed that the orcs are the pig people that we saw Gelmid give a name to. I wonder if the one that Gelmid named is the Orc Lord, or if that's a different orc. But Gelmid said he'd be part of the orc disaster, which I'd assume what's going on right now would be the orc disaster, right? But when we saw the flashback through, I don't know his new name, the one ogre leader, we saw a mask and it was different. So either Gelmid changed his mask and he's going around like as two different people, kind of, or Gelmid is somehow separate from this guy but could still be part of the disaster. I'm not sure. It seems like Gelmid's going around naming a lot of people, which is interesting. He offered the ogre leader a name. I'm not sure if Gelmid was going to name all of them, but if he could name all of them, does that make him more powerful than Rim? I'm not sure. So that's something to think about as well. And then we had some more development with just naming the ogres. They got their new forms, and we spent a lot of time around that. Like I mentioned, we saw the backstory of the ogres, which is something I wanted to see. Apparently they had a clan of like, I think it was like 200 or 300, and there's only 6 left, if I read it correctly. And they're naming bigger... I wonder if bigger or more powerful are two different things, in, like, the naming process. Like, because he named small goblins like they were short, means that they were able to, name more, or is it just because ogres are more powerful? Either way, naming 6 of them made Rim fall asleep, which confused me a lot at first because Rim didn't even say a single name yet and then passed out, but apparently he did say them. Or maybe through the magic that is used to like name them, or whatever like that golden glow is whenever something gets named, maybe Rim thought up the names, and before he could even get to say them, it considered them named. And when that magic applied to them, they instantly knew their name without Rim even saying it. I wonder if that's how it worked. But I'm not sure. Maybe it just skipped over because Rim kind of blacked out and forgot what happened, and we were just in the perspective of Rim at that moment, so we blacked out too and didn't get to see what happened. So, I don't know. There's 2 options there to think about. But then we had the lizard people, which is what introduced us to the Orc Lord, who's apparently able to command these 200,000 orcs. We got a rough number count. I'm sure it's just an estimate. I'm sure those lizard scouts didn't count every single one. I'm pretty sure that's how it is with most battles. And apparently the lizard people only have about half that, so sent his son out, who is a very quirky individual, to talk to the nearby goblin villages, and it seems like he's going to be heading to Rim's village very soon, probably in the next episode. And yeah, he seems like a very quirky character. I'm curious if Rim is gonna have to show a demonstration of his power to this guy, and he seems very externally proud, but internally like a nervous kind of guy. So I'm wondering how that will go, seeing Rim's power, you know? Will it humble him a bit, or will he get cocky and then disproven and showing how much of a wimp he really is in front of his men, because he tries to keep that outward appearance and maybe tries to stand up against Rim and just gets, you know, beat down or scared or intimidated or whatnot. But yeah, I'm not sure. Uh, but yeah, interesting stuff. It's also kind of interesting. I was talking about it briefly in the episode, but it was going to be too long to go over. So Gelmid is going around naming things, like I mentioned already, and he named. Oh, excuse me. He named Gabaru, or whatever his name is, which is a lizardman. He was gonna name the ogres, but they didn't trust him, so they didn't. He named that orc. Who knows what else he's named? And he's going around naming things, potentially for evil purposes, that's what it seems like. They name drop that he's possibly a demon lord, so I'm not sure if that's true or not. Well, no, actually, no. He was like a general in the Demon Lord's army or something, right? We just found out this episode because we learned about that flashback. So he's most likely doing evil work. I don't want to stereotype and say he's evil just because he works for a Demon Lord, but yeah. The what's it called? Do. But yeah, so it's kind of interesting. I'm not sure if Gelmid has a hand in this orc army that's going down, but basically Gabaru is named by Gelmid, who is going to go talk to Rim, who is with someone who Gelmid almost named, and they're possibly going to fight against the orcs, which might have their leader be named by Gelmid. And it's kind of like this whole like big circle that's all circling around Gelmid. And I'm not sure who the other guy in the mask though is, which is really what's throwing me for a loop. But yeah, it's just interesting how all of that is kind of webbed together. But yeah, I'm hoping next episode we have the conversation between Gabru and Rim, and then Rim offers to help. And then we get to see some of the battle, if not all of it, in that next episode, because it'd be cool to see some more fighting. The show kind of has a good system that seems to be relatively recurring, of one episode has action, the next episode is kind of like talking and going over that, like what happened in that action-y episode, and then the next episode after that is action again, and then another episode to like cool down, like talking about it. So if it does keep following that kind of pattern, then we might have action next episode, which is always fun for me. I love talking and character development in shows, but sometimes it's just really fun to see an epic fight. So I'm liking the way the show is balancing it. But yeah, I guess that's all I really have to say about this episode, to be honest. What I normally do is I skim through the episode, which I'm gonna do really quickly, just to see if there's anything I didn't really talk about. I mean, Rem just eating towards the beginning is fun, seeing him eat all the food, the backstory, all that whole party thing. Not really much else to say, aside from characters food gasming is always fun. But yeah, and then Rem names them. So that gets past all that. And yeah, and then it's just like the lizard stuff. So yeah, I mean, I think I covered most of it. I feel like I should have talked longer, but there's nothing really else for me to say about this one. So yeah, the sparring was cool with the older guy. It's always fun seeing an old man fight, because they're always so badass in shows. But yeah. Anyway, So that's going to be it for this discussion of this episode. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please subscribe so you can see all the new stuff that I do and whenever new episodes come out and all that. And you can also check out my Patreon for some nice benefits that I have now. I have full length, which I've had for a while. So you can see every episode I've ever had on my channel in full length if you become that tier of patron. Then there's also one tier higher that includes everything in the previous tiers, so full length and early access, which the early access will get you access to at least one episode ahead of time. So technically, if you're watching this episode on YouTube right now, this is episode 10, you'd be able to watch 11 on Patreon right now if you, or Patreon if you become that level of a patron. So yeah, and if I have spare time, I'll be watching extra episodes and putting them up on there as well, so you'll be able to see ahead of all that too. So possibly you might see more episodes, but it's guaranteed to be one, unless it's an airing show. If it's an airing show that I'm caught up with, like, if episode, 99 of a show comes out that week, and I watch episode 99 that week, I don't make people wait a whole week to watch my reaction, I release it right away. But if it's a show like this one where I'm behind all these episodes, then it's not a big deal. I do the early access thing. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. You can find a link to my Patreon in the description. My anime list is down there as well if you want to check that out and comment on any shows I've watched. Just don't spoil anything for me on the shows I'm currently watching. Or if you want to recommend any shows that I haven't seen when you check out my anime list, you're like, he hasn't seen this, he has to watch this, let me know. I'm always looking for new stuff to add to my plan to watch section, which is going to be shows that I watch on the channel, is my plan to watch. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one, which I'm going to watch right after this. Bye, guys.